this matter to the attention of the House. That is my pleasant duty to do. The member may decide, may elect to participate, but in doing so, I'm drawing attention to Article 105 of the Constitution, and I will read, a person who sits or votes in Parliament knowing or having reasonable grounds for knowing that he is not entitled to do so commits an offense and shall be liable on conviction to such penalty as shall be prescribed by or under an enactment of Parliament. Having done this, I have discharged my noble duty. I will end there. At this time, all members are proceed. No, I am not sitting down.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, colleagues, please, let's make a headway. Mr. Chairman, we have heard you. This is a house of rules and procedure that is not in doubt. This is a house that relies on precedence. I just have a simple answer to the point you made, and I have the instructions of my respected colleague-elect, Honorable Ernest Kumi, and fortified by the precedence of this house, which precedence is dated 7th of January 2021. I simply, Mr. Chairman, the member so desires to proceed to be sworn in and to also participate in the election of the Speaker and bear the consequences himself.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our members. I shall proceed with a roll call, and I will invite the head of table to proceed with the.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, we do not want surprises. We do not want surprises. We do not want surprises. I am therefore, for the records, inviting you to respond to the position the honorable member concerned has taken, just for the records, because we don't want surprises as we proceed. So we want to know, so that we take.
Honorable members elect, I have taken note of what the Honorable Minority Leader has said. We will proceed appropriately. Yes. Yes. I have taken note of what the Honorable Minority Leader has said. The Honorable Member heard what we said. He knows the consequences of his actions and inactions. So we leave it there. We will proceed. Right. So, head of table.
Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, thank you again for the opportunity to speak on this matter. Mr. Chairman, yes, the minority leader has spoken. He spoke for the member. But Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, since the member-elect is before this House, it will only be right for that member to speak for the records. Mr. Chairman, I say this because the court has issued an order. The said order has been served on the member and the clerk to Parliament. Mr. Chairman, you read to us Article 105 of the Constitution. The honorable member, the minority leader, took responsibility and spoke on behalf of the member-elect. We want to, yes, I listened to him, I heard him. If he's taking responsibility, let the records reflect. Let the records reflect that the member-elect for Akwetia constituency has disregarded the court order, and the repercussions of Article 105 of the Constitution applies. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
We shall now proceed with a roll call.
Yes.
We are proceeding with a roll call. When a member-elect's name is mentioned, the member must rise in his seat to be recognized. Thank you, all members-elect. Head of table, proceed with a roll call.
Abdul Khalid Mohammed Sharif. Ablakwa Samuel Okujeto.
Na yedi Parliament House de ebro baby a wo bia wo hwe ye losing team see make say ye war the premises of the parliament and ye war what is a clerk of parliament is original na so they said ye nua pani di kan e kire mu president obodi ma yeti ase say chief justice e bae no and oponi ni tumi ya ni kura no see a ka say o my Ghana ye ni president ye ni vice president and ye ni MP bia ye ni speaker enso and inti 2 minutes na ekura chief justice na chief justice eba parliament no and wapone ni 2 minutes bi ho e dey ama the clerk of parliament say on we say ye be sway in members no na yenya the 9th parliament na members no so agina so ahwe ama yetimi anya a new speaker na afi almost elected new speaker no area na afi chief justice na nkasa so aswe speaker no in na interestingly so already ekoso e wo fi hono nyina clerk sorry no na o kan sema hodo bebre prince wa ha on na atena fi hono mo ache ya obeboa yen prince said odi kan ma yete ate no clerk sorry jina na so ebo articles jina kire tumi a ojina so a ode ye na dwuma ama o kire yen yenti a was original na so a oye adwuma oye na eno no tumi be no
eno eye tumi a amamra etitim na fia pema henkon adokomienu ene eye de world sumo parliament high first standing orders no
okay
eno na ojina so na water sese chairman ye de tumi ni manwa obeye chairman sisi se won we hye no ye MP elect nti o ye clerk na if you no man dey MP no akoye clerk sisi o ye elect you no so ye chairman
okay and o mo address Mr. Chairman
so he's
chairing the court. I see
it is actually no and we chire mu e kire say da bia ni tumi ni free amount no akokwa se o chair se obehwe se ye behu emrahye bidwafo a ewo ho onwie ye no enna ogina tumi a edema electoral commission se wo so hwa bato so na tumi na ewi a obia kunima obedi ene ne peso aso de wedi kunim wo ho no kochigu krata so na fakọ dan na hye bidwafo
okay
nti eno na ode ba ya o kire mu se ebre ne mmiri sei tumi we so na electoral commission so gina ye na ode edin no a yeto ye no aba oba wo hwe so to ye no wonde ba ye emu sei ensem wo ho emu sei ensem eni ho na oba ya be chirichiri mu
okay
e ba fo no eni ti jo kire ye no eye amamra yidi wo man tumi a
okay
ama wo no na afesu de ama electoral commission ana commissioner ojina so edi abato a wo hwe so susu aso ni na edi abrewo
se bibi di ruko ene ekoso nti ye hwe MPC wo me boa
ye hwe MP elect
e wo ho
de eno no na e kire se o se o kan ye se ye bodi a wakonwa no table out so no ho no so sorry free
okay
nti ho no unya sorry free a na akọ enkrata mu se wakonwa ene opunie
na ansani be ko back na yakwa hwe de ekoso no
amprechu sapon kwaku
clerk e ka bibi e kire se there are 2 constituencies which is Ablekuma North any Akwatia
another preference
e ho de krata ni nyema bi ofi court abentie no
anyi medu enchi kwame
ni titiro kwa ye Akwatia
anyi medu enchi kwame
on swear in if you say injunction
apak
but the minority leader honorable
APJ Patricia
Afenyo Markins Sorijan now sky
Prince
ye wo caveat wo ho ye wo bibia asipen ye bibia tse ya eno no kire bi say
Asamoah Fred
de o kire mu nyina se
Asamoah Vincent
amrahye betwa adwumadi a
Asante
won de amamra and the yesu
Asante Boadi
we are no understanding others eye wo won kasa amamra wetintim on the government here ye to so nyensa eye asipen president
yeah
the esi wo ho pen eno ebeka ho ema ebeka hihye a wo di eni ti obukofo ekọ efie nan ya na etwam
esi edu
sembre ya mu ane ye wa ye oye MP elect no wo so court injunction anase court e de tabono Eba say empeswa baako edie eyade say tabono eda ne so eye yewura James Question ono enana court edi tabono ato ne so eni ti tabono na odi ato ne so no parliament anasa samre no na chairman a odi dwumadin se de na yewura jetro edie no e kire se ontimi e ma ono ensai na emumu no esan se yisi edi ekrata no eba ye no owo kuchi ni the din ni hu sem ni na ma parliament
I just said ono no ye to aba no eyi no elect okay
Michael
abekuma no for the end there injunction ni bantam ti
ni no enya mai
nti ho de how ni
nti ho de enkoko okay
na we there ni krata parliament yisi di bad di kan no won ji ye efre wo e ma won be register ye obi aye wa fasa process ni na enne e man ho kwase owo chimba yi ni a o kan ho wa habi nem a won ma na kunya ye ma me na o ma ye no de sisi onya kunya
bisu mavis kukua
abekma no fofo nya kunya wo won
okay
obansi no se we di wo wakunya na so onya kunya wie ye no ye de tabo ato no so enti eye ono clerk any parliament de wo yi wo ti aye to say ye media ya so ka say bi yes to sana on trace ya ye media house ni we
film
to yi parliament
the clerk yi ono ne ho any parliament film and minority leader dey ono ne party ajapu so bia ni aye
na o sai no me yam na se
but me say majority leader nso sorry
Backman Philip
can say omumma akwatia MP elect no omo ankasa entu na nu and am tisa minority leader so ompene
date a ompene no
Kujo comfort doyo
last 4 years here no
Kujo
abasi ya se me ne ro se che me se bosu ye majority leader okay dey me re finida ono HSE emra yewura eye haruna disu ejire mi se
Kwejo
won minority then
Dan Abdul
won see you James Question on side
Dan be Ernestina
na onye ma se bidwani na tabono na
Dapa Elvis
se susu sanso ne ho asotwe bia ba won minority for ne ye James Question na de otije
Dako John
anything na ekokoto a
won se nyina ekokoto won do won nyina na jitum okay
kosi wezi akosi se koye ye na konwa no efi ho eni susu sanso e ba ye ni na we so minority leader yewa Alexander Atenyo famna market ajatum se won do kumani na so di otije nti se osai na ba se ye se court e de tabo ati ade bi so na wa street abon no etuatia na o se ma so asotwe
yeah
se
John settle
I've never inscribed the minority leader meeting so I can't say is it go move to touch one touch all so do saka ba ko
odo zaka
o mu nyina
Abdul Aziz
kiti bi dire se e do sa na be boa o so omo ka omo bomu a e na be mu etmi ayedu na sisi a it is here the ekoso e ye hwe MP no elect MP so biaba nti ebo odi a wa pe ko sorry na ye fu se wakonwa eni ba bia otie ni ye vulnerable nka ho na ya ba bo di ka na bo
won se da bia ya bitrem
Frimpon ohene
honorable no abontisofo ni timi fa honorable na ma wo die honorable no nya won de a obo honorable pe wose ne person so na eba honorable member for Subin
okay
Ora Tanko
okay
sanity honorable ni jira ho my yen
constituency no I get it
na ya na tumidie kakra na ama ya dane no se utie pa se category no you say obo honorable pe person no ati honorable for father so
Mr. so Godfred
na
Alexander Roosevelt
we say no ama won wan na
Ibrahim
boy na de dia to so boy na de dia to so and as say dia MP elect
Ibrahim Azure
MP elect unya me ye MP no de
Idrisu Habib
honorable no unya ko fire
okay so
Haruna
say you roko ya ekoso ya Haruna Idrisu dey near boy no
yeah
what did the ba Haruna Idris you remember you but Haruna Idris that I know I say okay wait wo
John Kwame Ado
kokoso pa o
Mira ayo pre
Jaja you see Isaka
tamana one
just
over
Godfrey Seidu
2012 2016 na wo ministerial we say no na
Samuel Abdullahi
or parliament minister abakwa woni ne humre ono kase na no ko but obo opposition be minority leader no wa kwan huye na wa kire so say
Kini Jeffrey
wasua parliament ejuma no na odim who say osore na okasa o kire dedi kan nimdie
Kosa Martin
yes efiasa eka ho na wa kire say de okano onim
Potosu Edem Richard Kofi
onim nipa yo
Kuma Joseph Kwame
who say ahano ebia 3 arms of government no ahade yesi butimi ajiwa dwuma se amanyoku esem partisan politics is allowed in parliamentary practice. Richard 8 years but you say we never yet
Kuyon Solomon
now executive you are minister for all but I had your party first
Kwasi Kwajimai
senior and for so your back the time of my back benches no ono aso wo de me no hia ye kwa subject we be mo amowo front bench no yai mede bet for no muso no kwani na mo da ma
for a way of preparing them to
Mahama Shai
it is also ya 8 parliament no
na for Kofi Ahenkra
NDC back benches no no ye nam
Mensa Collins Adoma
honorable SHM Mr. Bush leadership no majority leadership no tough time it no funny say almost 2 years because anko awie na on sesan no but almost 6 years or 7 years no mira watch akadisemo
Mafo Kofi Ahenkra
it is say we ba ADC mu e wo parliament ya
Mensa Collins Adoma
I see so be o ha me yan permanent ka
Mensa Isaac Eje
okay
Mensa Quest
no was me ye mo fuel o Oba ko be ba o ka maintenance allowance ni mo one na you wade all like this year o kwa de bibia ye we say e wa enti ebi su kwa wa na apibia so kokko so say aso bo ahun e je sana ye tin ni da be make sure say obema weekend a wo ko no be ye o de o ya no bi say last week 2 weeks ago me say so kokko so weekend do so ko na wo ko e ya bra
and one you are sorted tell me how you so kwa obi to me that's what it's about that's what it's about
we are juma no parliament ko anu akoko institution
Mumuni Alasan
na we da say ba mo buy
Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak
o ya sadi wawo na ama wo don wo jineti
Suma Anthony
o ko yi wo ho adore ni ade wo ho ko ko the same
yeah true
it is a leader no to so wasene e ma wo ko na wo ni a Uba,
na Paris Dominic.
Now to say yes. Leader we get leader.
Nate Ayu Benjamin.
In the video, we catch you say.
Na wani Mark.
We can do yourself before you.
Ebenezer Alumri.
Oh, this is no. They happen.
Nichema Bila Alamzi.
I see. Enti se say we
Niti Bingham Aduna.
Then what happens?
Say we Rocco ya.
In Canterbury Mavis.
Say on what parliament I register one. On what you want to say on your MP elect ni na no. On what ba no. Obi anya seat. Obi awo. Nti afei obesre
Luku Apayo Kwame.
On say nsai.
No kwai Kofi Akpo.
Na ye ju ontu. Sai na yemi enu.
Nogbe Ernest Henry.
Sai oman ni de. Ni wo sai.
No to koto ebi
Kukuamu
Intebe
we deputy clerk and
deputy clerk.
Yo check for your roll call. Okay.
Intim
clerk no ba. And they had two.
Into so Helen Ajua
deputies and the speaker ba. We said at every point in time no. Clerk say din animu no.
Nyakote Albert Tete.
Clerk na kasa.
Nyako Bismarck Tete.
Only nearby in few weeks dia 1 5.
Nyako Isaac Boama.
I see.
One found the Clerk at
Nyako
table.
Kingsley.
Clerk at table.
Nyako Thomas.
It's also Anna. If you have the BCBR,
Nyako Pamela Minta.
a good platasso. Who's a house of record?
Yindam Matthew.
Biano, once won't do a demon. It is a yes, Shemba Bishra, one a bustle, yes, a first reading, one a bustle.
How do we know? Say we are 4 independents and I 3.
CI4.
How? Anyway, where are those people to sit?
Say, a good question. So be a pointing
Elizabeth.
Baby, or no penal, and what did you football or for you giant? Which are no better say, when you're pointing for Mamma say, make a dom to do who I'm no way Juma, and now make a dom Kuma who I'm no way Juma.
Onyina Champon,
I remember, yeah, mammy, a year, Samia,
yeah,
no, it's CPP. It's your buyer, no. But yes, sir, on the 7th parliament.
Yes, so no go better.
I Kennedy
Nyako. Now on pair and we different party woman. Or what I MPP on the NDC. And was say on per se. Or better MPP and now better NDC. And the then speaker chill which I said, I know prayer. I'll bet me at baby. Speaker said the fast so. Yet don't do the big so Kuma. You need another bench. Into one day, maybe a person better or travel, but or tran and no just say what can't minority and now majority form. Into this idea, say speaker Sabi Kumsuno, then no a horn or better. It is the same on what a year pointing corner. Obi wa ho ma joke bi and na primary sample yi no ko ye e ba say no ye lobby ebi to radio wise 8th parliament here atwam ye second deputy speaker ono so ebi to no they say you say NDC for no be secretary okay Afan Prince North and other places okay say Asante Achim North so no to go watch so ni NDC for no be adwuma to say on na NDC for mama okay Mr. Speaker send the fast as they say on majority ni do so say on akonya no ebe kwatra atra atra it is adu we ni bi na aba no o da wo hwa it is to say no atra
Queen James Jechi
one man baby atra but say A+ so can say
or will join the
NDC okay it is only na ebe tra and no and the man one hwe ni ya 8th parliament 9th parliament speakership MPP enyebi
nanka me ba honum say based on the equity there's a possibility that speakership no dey me show the main speaker first deputy second deputy
first
deputy no there be a majority for her
say do haruna
a majority for her na ka second deputy a minority no eya ka entire nye amanyoko ba ko ebi CPP we nipa bi enu PSC e wo ba ko dum eso e wo say afefanto eso e wo bi na ebi a won waka bom ebi a party ba ko F4 de do so ba won na le kabo form minority so for basa one minority for no hwe no so ayi ba ko wako
Sulemana
and be N2 Yura Freddy Blay
Tanko Mustafa Amaju
our the 6th parliament
okay
about a year no CPP for joining MPP for moon now for minority and our MPP for yes and year or no and for yes second deputy speaker and say no send me you need your mate free NDC for no one be second deputy speaker no everyone wow na all day Kenya no ama independence for na I join you on mobile.
Okay.
Na speaker siponoso you know who say o emranim entity here e wo chi me kire legal background say o ye lawyer eya na e ma eye emrema o say me de rules no me can amamra no constitution and we say nti say onye obi a wo ye lawyer Usia constitution na omra eya na eya de kata
Bondi David
Minimum independence for now, Minya or background checks in years say, or you more yet lawyer. So you more yet lawyer, the chances are right.
Independent for no.
Okay, I can't say, lawyer.
There's plus also law school.
Yeah. What's on me anything? But Kelly, a practicing lawyer. I can't Prince not. Oh, it's still region. A from Prince not. When so no way. You knew how best I don't. We can a minority for the people who never wait to their church. But the boss, watch out. When this time I said this, you almost people near my own will. Vast majority, so as you speak.
Moses say, Clerk Nankasa, sorry. So what it means is that you're real call. And they say, no, let's go back. Then you see the Clerk, no air car. Then we will come back. Yababe Twasunti, young go to the Clerk.
That a Speaker of Parliament be elected by members of Parliament from among persons who are members of Parliament or qualified to be elected as member of Parliament. I also want to refer you to Order 7.2, which states, a person shall not be proposed for election as Speaker unless the person has given a written consent to the clerk to be nominated as Speaker. It is also important to draw your attention to Standing Order 8.5 of the House, and I beg to quote, where only one person is proposed, the person shall be declared elected and conducted to the chair without any question being put. A member-elect addressing the clerk shall propose a person to the House as Speaker of Parliament and shall move that the person do take the chair of this House as Speaker, which motion shall be seconded without debate or remarks. Honourable members elect, I now invite nominations for the election of the Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I come under Order 8.4. Mr. Chairman, I beg to read. A member-elect addressing the clerk shall propose a person to the House as the Speaker of Parliament and shall move that the person do take the chair of this House as Speaker, which motion shall be seconded without debate or remarks. The Chairman, I move that Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben do take the chair of this House as the Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben is a teacher, a lawyer, a politician, a statesman, a result-oriented and transformational leader. He was elected as Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic on the 7th January 2021, thus becoming the first person ever in the history of Ghana and the Parliament of Ghana to be elected to the high office of the Speaker of Parliament from a political party that is neither in government nor controls the majority of seats in Ghana's Parliament. He was called to the bar as barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Ghana in 1982 and engaged in private legal practice between 1983 and 1993. He later established a law firm in 1994 called the Law Trust. Right Honorable Speaker entered the University of Ghana in 1977 and graduated in 1980 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Law and English. He proceeded to the Ghana School of Law in Accra, where he was called to the bar and became a solicitor and advocate of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Honorable Babin later earned a postgraduate certificate on privatization of public utilities at the Eastern and Southern African Management Institute, Tanzania, in the year 1999. He also has an executive master's in governance and leadership from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, JIMPA. Right Honorable Bagbin entered Parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress in 1993. He won 7 consecutive parliamentary elections. He was Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker decided not to contest as a member of Parliament at the end of his term of the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic in the year 2021. He was elected Speaker of Parliament of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Within these years, spanning some 28 good years, Honorable Alban Kingsford Babin served on various parliamentary committees and chaired several of them. He served as the minority leader from January 2001, a position he held for 8 good years until he transitioned to the majority leader and leader of government business in the year 2009. Honorable Bagbin again served as the Minister of Water Resources, Works and Housing, and later the Minister of Health between 2010 and 2013. In 2014, he returned to the House as the majority leader and leader of government business for the second time. He was elected the second Deputy Speaker in January 2017 for the duration of the 7th Parliament. He was a member of the task force responsible for the President of Ghana's priority project in health, education, and transport from 2013 to 2017, famously referred to by Ghanaians as the 3 wise men. Right Honorable Speaker also served and continues to serve on several boards and international organizations. This includes, currently is the chairman of the Parliamentary Service Board of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana that dissolved today. He was a member of the Parliamentary Service Board for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th Parliament, and he was also in attendance as a member of the Parliamentary Service Board for the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. He was a member of the African, Caribbean, Pacific, and European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly, the ACPEU, at Belgium between 2013 and 2015. He was again a member of the International Council for Parliamentarians for Global Action. He is again the founding member, Global Organization for Parliamentarians Against Corruption, GOPAC, between 2004 and 2014. He was a member of Parliamentarians for Global Action, again between 1994 to 2017. He was the Vice President of CPA between 2021 to 2022. Currently the President, Conference of Speakers, and President of African Legislatures. He's a member, International Advisory Council for Global Governance in Washington, and a member of the International Council for Political Renewal, again in the United States, Washington. For his outstanding leadership and lifetime of dedication to public service, both in Ghana and abroad, Speaker Babin was awarded Doctor of Law Honoris Causa, LLD, by the University of Professional Studies, UPSA, in the year 2017. Right Honorable Speaker has won a significant number of international and domestic awards. He's a strong advocate for gender and social inclusion, women's rights and empowerment, and equitable representation in Parliament in all decision-making across the country and globally. He's also noted for his principled courageous, firm, decisive, and resolute personality. Right Honorable Bagbin is a man of high integrity and a Democrat par excellence. Mr. Chairman, Speaker Bagbin has championed several institutional reforms and the welfare of members and the parliamentary service during his first term as Speaker. In addition to this, he is the first Speaker of this House to demystify Parliament by taking the institution to the doorsteps of the people of Ghana. He is married with 2 kids. I so move. Thank you.
Any seconder? Minority Leader?
Chairman, it is my distinct honor to rise to second this motion ably moved by my respected colleague, Dr. Kesil Atoba Fosu. But before I second this motion, before I second this motion, under the rules of this House, which secondment requires that there should be no need for remarks or debate, I shall address some preliminary matters before. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, this House is an independent constitutional body. The mandate given to us to elect a Speaker is engraved in the provisions of the Constitution, in particular, Article 95 of the Constitution. The Speaker he hasn't called me.
Mr. Chairman, your guidance will be needed in this matter. This is my 4th term in this House, and this is the first time in the history of this Parliament. Our standing orders are very clear. When you rise to second a motion, there must be no remark, no debate. What the minority leader, who has not told us if it is now spiritually okay for him to sit in the minority leader's chair, I don't know what his spiritual advisors are telling him now. He cannot be violently violating our standing orders with such impunity. We cannot accept it. So, Mr. Chairman, please, we invite you to ensure that this solemn occasion proceeds with respect for our Constitution and the standing orders of the House. If you have some, you call it preliminary remarks, you can do that out of the confines of the motion and secondment. You are minority leader. You are well within your right to make your preliminary remarks after. You cannot be violating our standing orders. Please, let's be careful the precedent we set. This is so bizarre. It's never been seen in this House. So, respected minority leader, please. And, Chair, I'm getting the impression that the clerk is allowing the minority leader to dictate the pace. Please, let's see your authority. We will not accept this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, honorable member.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable members, thank you very much. The Honorable Minority Leader indicated that he is aware of the rules of engagement regarding seconding the motion nominating the Speaker. That should be without debate or remarks. And I believe the Honorable Minority Leader will do exactly so. Honorable Minority Leader, you may proceed without debate or remarks. Honorable Minority Leader, you have the floor. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I do not want to take issues with my respected colleague, Honorable Ablakwa. I will always want to respect his views. But I love debate, and I would want us to go into the issues. I kept quiet. You are impatient. I kept quiet for you. Let's have some decorum. Mr. Chairman, my practice at the bar is always a guide for me. I said I have a preliminary matter to raise. In law, Mr. Blakwa, you pay attention. This is a matter of law. This is a matter of law. This is a matter of law. Law, pay attention. When Mr. Chairman, I said I have a preliminary matter, I meant to say that I had to deal with the preliminary matter before I get to the stage of seconding the motion. And that is allowed. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, this house is a house of rules and procedures. Mr. Chairman, before I proceed, let me put on record that the minority leader is a distinguished lawyer of repute. And indeed, Mr. Chairman, I will refer the House to the rules of this House, and specifically to Order 8, Rule 4. And Mr. Chairman did refer to it, which reads, with your permission, and I quote, that a member-elect addressing the clerk shall propose a person to the House as the Speaker of Parliament and shall move that the person, quote, do take the chair of this House as Speaker, end quote, which motion shall be seconded without debate or remarks, end quote. Mr. Chairman, my colleague, brother and friend, the Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, made the point rightly that in seconding the motion for somebody to take the chair, one is not entitled to make remarks or debate. But Mr. Chairman, we all heard the venerable, distinguished, astute lawyer, minority leader, Honorable Afenyo Makin, loud and clear. Mr. Chairman, he said, and I quote him, before I second the motion, and end quote, before I second the motion. Mr. Chairman, he had not seconded the motion, and he did go a step further. Mr. Chairman, he did go a step further to say, before I second the motion, I would like to make some preliminary points. And so, Mr. Chairman, I will pardon my friend and brother, the Honorable Kujitu Ablakwa. He is not a lawyer. And therefore, by a basic rule, Mr. Chairman, by a basic rule or canon of interpretation, even a lay person will appreciate that the distinguished minority leader is yet to second the motion, and therefore he's entitled to make the preliminary points he sought to make. So let the minority leader make those points. Thank you very much. Thank you, honorable members. Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members, we shall proceed with seconding of the motion. And honorable minority leader, please proceed. Brevity is the rules of the game.
Mr. Chairman,
Watson, sit down.
Mr. Chairman, to rise to second a motion is a voluntary act. If he's not interested in seconding the motion, he should sit down. I rise to second the motion. The motion is therefore seconded. Thank you very much.
No. Which one? You are not sure. You are not sure. What has been said? You don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Chairman.
Honorable members, minority leader, just a minute. Would you kindly resume yourself, minority leader? Minority leader, I'll give you the floor. All right. Honorable members, the honorable minority leader was on the floor before the other honorable member interjected. The rules of the House, honorable members, honorable minority leader, please continue with the seconding of the motion. Please second the motion. Please second the motion.
Mr. Chairman, our Constitution, Article 95, provides that there shall be a Speaker who shall be elected by members of Parliament from among persons who are members of Parliament or who are qualified to be elected as members of Parliament. Mr. Chairman, I have in my hand a statement issued by the office of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, titled President-elect Mandate NDC Parliamentary Leadership to nominate Right Honorable ASK Bagbin as Speaker of 9th Parliament. It reads, the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has in consultation with the National Executive and Parliamentary Leadership of National Democratic Congress mandated the nomination
Mr. Chairman
of the Right Honorable Abansuman Kingsford Babi as Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, this letter is signed by Mr. Felix Ofosu, Kwachi Ofosu, as special aide. Chairman, the preliminary issue I'm raising is to the effect that the nomination
Mr. Chairman,
only requires the consent
where from
of
that
the
letter?
person to be nominated.
Where from that letter? That letter, where is it from?
Situation where
It must not be tolerated.
that the
Where from that
executive
letter?
now directs that a
Where from that
member
letter?
to nominate would make this arm of
This is the
government
House of Records.
an
Where from that
appendage
letter?
of the executive. Mr. Chairman,
No, where from that letter?
is the objection that I have. Having made that point,
Where from that letter?
I need, Mr. Chairman, to also draw your attention
You see, Sammy,
to the fact
you have
that
been vindicated.
in 2001,
Get your-
7 January, when Right
this
Honorable
seconding the
himself,
motion.
as minority
What
leader,
are you doing?
was seconding the motion ably moved by J.H. Mensah for consideration of Alajete as the speaker. These were his observations, and I read from column 4 of the Hansard of 7 January 2001. I quote, ASK Bagwin, NDC, Nadole North, as he then was. He says, Mr. Chairman, I rise to second the motion urging this House to accept the nomination of Mr. Peter Alajete as Speaker of the Third Parliament of the Fourth Republic. He goes on to say, Mr. Chairman, in doing so, however, I would want to register the displeasure of the minority side on how this issue has been handled. Mr. Chairman, it is part of the rules of democracy for us to be heard. I am not opposed to the motion, but my concerns must register for Hansa. And the man that we are proposing for the high office of Speaker himself has set a precedence where in seconding Alajete, the chair allowed him to raise his concerns. Let us tolerate each other. I am here with his own records. Mr. Chair, my contention basically is that in view of the improper consultation from the majority side in this matter, and in view of the fact that, Mr. Speaker, the executive in a public statement is directing the honorable majority leader to nominate a person. I hold the view that honorable minority leader.
No, I have to come in.
There is no any executive. Honorable minority leader. Honorable minority leader. Honorable minority leader.
There is no any executive.
Honorable minority leader. Honorable minority leader.
There is no executive.
Recognize honorable members' intents. But let me make a point. Honorable minority, I am the chair of these proceedings. Let me make my point. Honorable minority leader, there are extraneous matters which I believe should not be part of this process. You were to second the motion. The other information you were tendering, the other information you were providing is not an information which is before this House. It is not part of the process for consideration for nomination of the Speaker. So, in seconding the motion, these matters ought not to have been brought to the floor of the House. Let me make that point. In doing so, I recognize Honorable Muntaka. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, ordinarily I will not have reason to speak, but because we have rules and you have a leader grossly abusing it, I need to draw his attention. Aside Order 7, I want to refer the minority leader to our standing orders 11510. And in 11510, it says, and I read, under rules of debate, and I read, a member seconding the motion or an amendment shall state, Mr. or Madam Speaker, I beg to second the motion or amendment, except that this may be without limiting the right of the member to speak later at a later stage within the debate. Most importantly, Mr. Chair, 11, it says, a mover of a motion or amendment may speak in support of the motion, but subject to these orders, no further, and that's where the emphasis is, no further debate is allowed until the motion or amendment has been seconded. So while you are saying, yes, it's within your right as a member, and even when you go to Order 8, after seconding and the motion is taken, before the speaker is called to take the chair, the standing order allows a member to get up and make other comments before that chair. So all we are saying is that in what you are doing, you are abusing the rules. You can second the motion, let the motion pass. If you have something to say, you get up and you cut the out of the chair, and then you'll be allowed to speak. So with this, we are abusing our rules, and we need to draw your attention. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Honorable Minority Leader, I take it that you have seconded the motion. If you haven't seconded the motion, Honorable Minority Leader, you will second the motion. You will not proceed on any other matter apart from seconding the motion. So long as I remain the chair of these proceedings, you will not do any other thing apart from seconding the motion. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, I have heard Honorable Muntaka. I disagree with him, but I will reserve that for another day. Mr. Chairman, with the greatest respect to you, wait, Mr. Chairman, with the greatest respect to you, a preliminary matter is a preliminary matter. Having raised them, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, having raised them, I shall proceed, therefore, to second the motion moved by my legislator colleague.
All right. The motion for the nomination for consideration for election to the office of the Speaker has been moved and ably seconded. Earlier, I drew attention to the relevant provisions of the standing orders, which requires a consent letter from the person nominated. Let me indicate, I have in my hand a consent letter addressed to the Clerk to Parliament, Parliament House Accra. Attention, Mr. Ebenezer Ahuma Jetro. Written consent to be nominated as the Speaker. Pursuant to Order 7.2 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, I hereby consent to be nominated to be elected as the Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Your cooperation is highly solicited. Signed, Right Honorable Aban Sumana Kingsford Bagby. So we have the consent letter. Having secured the consent letter, yes, it is appropriately tabled. It is appropriately tabled. Yes, together with all. Yes. Thank you very much, honorable members. At this time, I want to find out, is there any other nomination? No. All right.
Mr. Chairman, in response to your question, our side has no other nomination. Just for the record, we do not have any other. Why are you scared? You think we want to pull a fast one on you? Why are you scared, Mr. Speaker? Why are they scared? We are not pulling a fast one on you. We will not. Are you sure you don't have any other nomination yourself, Mr. Chairman? I want to find out from our side, Mr. Chairman. Have patience for the process. Our side, the MPP minority, has no other nomination. But we want to find out from the backbench whether they have any other nomination. They should tell us. Whether they are only relying on the president-elect's nomination or they have another one. They should let us know.
Be no other nomination. I hereby duly declare Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin as having been elected members, we will continue with proceedings. Humbly resume your seats. All members, please resume your seats. Now, we will invite the sponsors to conduct Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin to the chamber. As Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin is being conducted into the house, I shall invite the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice Tokonu, to proceed to the days for the administration of oath.
So, Lawson TV, I so the floor of Parliament. And I did live coverage, you know, if you are your day was I can say after the roll call, you say come out of it because now the minority leader, because whether he was pulling the majority side on legs of the DAO, because we were here when the clerk say MPs elect no war any name suggested name bia omo pese oye the next speaker omo emfamra na you say majority leader sorry and the ora Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin didi atuja na odi tuja wie no na clerk say wan and a second, if there will be a secondment. Who and say the minority leader and so sorry, or also sorry and say or also the second in answer of the second no or in Zambika a honekofa meant to me say at the buyer with ye with hey and it baby I wonder but finally we have all agreed. I will fear Hanum say to say the next speaker Ora Kingsford Alban Sumana Backben or no ena ebe the 9th Parliament speaker. Na to see make say afraid Chief Justice say omra enimu na ma inside emra to say baby ya dro na say the akase be so in the speaker enye speaker wie
say enye speaker wie speaker ye nominate no Parliament no age no atum ye MPs elect no ma me ka say esisa no aba ewo 8th Parliament DC ye no one by year new standing order speaker ya the share ye na one year standing orders no the free 1993 a one year for from no sisada 8th Parliament ya no timi sisan ye eno na makoba say ehu bibiem 8th Parliament
and then buy 8th Parliament who say the Chief Justice
AD speaker anim e de no eba and the of friend say won ka no ho ana so the justices ni bi e de e ka no enti won wako first speaker e de no eba enti owia Chief Justice and no ebe ko days ni so senior chairman Clerk e no na afei wako sign in to say speaker ba it is speaker enya for asro ho a na say Chief Justice ever sorry am no na de na ekwa ye no 8th Parliament
dey see enti e ma san sakran ne bae
yera caros ahenkra tema walking kind speaker abana okota ballot paper odi dwane ya yera mutaka
man apakat
no aha eno hu say saa de na si ye no wasan so ye mrahye bidwane awie mrahye bidwane so wo ya obetimi fa ne sen kan e wo mra bia mududo na eniti sisi won be ye de say wo ye MP elector ehu wo sisi wo nya MP okoyere bibi yo sisi ebetimi aka say abaye tuma no ye twam ye konto abafoforo wo ne mo nya sai wie dia tumi na be proud and a man new standing orders no sisi won asesa no is say there MPs elect no the nomination to na muji to mudia nya be sai speaker na fei ono so ahwe na ye sai onso mo sai enti anu na de esesa no etimi abai esa said the esi wo 8th Parliament no ebini
na say na me asesa emra no e Parliament just because that time I henkra na ya swear in am wabai obe member enti ehono it is difficult to touch him but senanka or a member elect said on one more they are all elected members you confirm you bia
let's see crowd is the why obuga na nnutia
okay
yeah ma wusai
okay
person so for no moto abanyi nipa from rain obi ani suni ne bai ti say there yet me ma no make Parliament ho
the speaker na embassy here you know majority leader edinanim and or the speaker eba and the minority leader na dikan and a majority leader twaso and a speaker and so ediachia ono so eba wadru Chief Justice chairman who say Chief Justice edin community Chief Justice wakawi agunasum na oko we no so
mira mamika say NDC asan ya bakosem biem so mamika bi ne parliamentary work more Yura Justice DF Anna Onope Ena Neka Ebeto Yura Babin Ebe no this speaker no imprint
at the dia to some print
2 terms Onope Odi 93 RDBC 97 Ena 97 deba 2000 so ayo no 2000 MPP ba abemo no Ena meka no o yi Yura Pitala Ajeti or 4 years ni wie ya no no bie ni say me say open speaker oba ya obeboa parliamentary service opa o de wa ba no bie di komo ye beba hospitalize adi a chiro on wo be shobe ye to ye ni ade e beboa parliamentary service workers na ni ade ye kwa press call pa say ye di de wo speaker bi nsem no e hospitalize it ni na ye fo aso say ko benya ne
second term
our buyer na one day Yura Begina such huge and a buy. Minority dead and nominatee. Yura, Italajete, and more to Swaba, and a majority winning.
Okay. And you say, as
you're a bubble, and
okay.
Also, and no see a DC party, I don't know about the previous. Aha, Professor North time. And so, Eddie Binu and a buy. The first of Adeline Bafu Ado, yeah. And
the first female speaker.
Only in the first 4 years, and the second term, and offer Yura Duajaho. On quite a noise sitting above Parliament. On a Yura Bernard, I hear for we see that 90 Yura Bernard, I hear for Eba as a
okay, this is swearing in no air confirmation. Young come back, you could see. Say yes, we're in the speaker, Chief Justice. Yes, we're in the speaker. Yintie swearing in no.
Honorable Speaker, we will start with the oath of allegiance. You can say after me. I,
Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Republic of Ghana
to the Republic of Ghana
as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. Now we will have the Speaker's oath. I,
Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagby,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established, that I will uphold the integrity of the Republic of Ghana, that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties as Speaker of Parliament, and that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will do right to all manner of persons in accordance with the Constitution of Ghana and the laws and conventions of Parliament without fear or favor affection or ill will. So help me God. Are you cool? Yes.
You swear in the speaker, not just and Kratana also sign clearly for the next that is the 9th parliament, yanya ye new speaker yeah Albert Sumana Kinford Bagbin. So don't know I cannot know. Yeah, name the Bagbin. Yeah, can Bagbin, Bagbin. No come near the pa. The Yaswani in. So standing on the thing in Yamaya said, you know, is he the one on also best MP and now?
Yes, so I don't know about share MP in. Now, also, see, I was saying that idea is try what Parliament have. We are what I'm ready to be more. It's the Chief Justice now.
Okay.
I did be a mining now, or no, and not. It is a say the speaker so able to any move am or yellow or yellow war, a Chief Justice a team. And it's a new study orders, no. One also son say, one my episode yet to me now, sir. And son, I want the 2 minutes of a mark.
Speaker.
To say, Chief Justice to me, Kutano, send on the Kuta mine to say freeness.
About speaker,
about speaker to say, Ghana, oh, but
I'm back in between my order. CA, I say, Gina.
I was say,
on the shake Ghana,
or can't say, it's I feel, or no, what we really say, Chief Justice in the call for 18 team area. A sancata was in one far, no, they are called, not all day, a poor apple dip, tampon apple to so, to say on one gazette. It's on nature man, a cow, oh, yeah. Nafi or no edgina Mitumia or Wasso, na or no so Asher, Abijessing Piso, at the enemy, Emma, and Rashe, which are 4 Yatra Bama Wono, and so at me side, I'm also Ababaye, and Rashe, which are 4 at Idimi.
Na choose as okay. I'm the audacity. No audacity. Okay. Interesting. And this is a or no. To say speaker by Shana Juma say
the Shano Natad na Chumino Edimu to say when you share me gown no Avia Chumini Bedi na one also Alpha and Krata walking kind of shine no can no one can Eddie Lechi.
To say the Clerk when you are baby,
sir.
To speak about Kabibi Kakra. You can trust him.
That's right. I wouldn't say, I feel what Sna, I couldn't say. I said the
nice Parliament.
Speaker.
Yes, speaker. I can say best way in members. Nanya MPs. Nia Kwakoda. What's and that in your Parliament in just about some few hours. Na Black Star Square. Ya shaba receiving them penny in a BDH.
Okay. Ghana wo hwe ye hyehyɛ ye no kwa ya mamuo ene kwan ya ye fa so hyehyɛ no a e wo mu sɛ
na the African Kings card you on say more any the one more backbench one mon kan okre say mu nyina na mo support say ye fa back ben speaker ade hu bi ba ya na
so pepe ai
ne bi no mpire so okay yentie speaker ni zamra mo yentie speaker mra.
Muslim. Oh, okay.
Honorable members, it's now time for us to move to item 5 on the order paper. Right Honorable Speaker delivers acceptance speech. Honorable members, I proceed to deliver my acceptance speech. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Justice Mrs. Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokunu, Honorable Members of Parliament elect, Your Excellencies, Speakers, and Presidents of legislatures present. I'm aware we have a number of them with us today. Your Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps present, our most revered spiritual and traditional leaders of the country, chairmen and executives of political parties present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great humility that I accept the high and privileged office of the Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana, having had the same honor to be Speaker of the 8th Parliament. I am grateful to the Almighty God for His grace and mercies for me to achieve this rare feat. To Him be all the praise and honor. Honorable members of Parliament elect, I am very grateful for the privilege and confidence you have reposed in me to be Speaker and to head this honorable House once more. I also express my gratitude to the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for the trust and confidence in me and my leadership of the House, and for recommending my candidature in consultation with the leadership of the great National Democratic Congress to be elected Speaker of this Parliament. I came to the Speaker of the 8th Parliament with my experience as the longest legislator of the House. I now come to the 9th Parliament with just not that background, but now with the experience of 4 years of speakership of a very difficult hung parliament. I promise to bring all these experiences to bear in guiding this House to perform its mandate with efficiency, diligence, and above all, with a sense of being the bulwark of democracy in Ghana. To the good people of Ghana who continue to hope for a better Ghana, I urge you to support your Parliament and be interested and engaged with the work of Parliament. As the standard orders of Parliament direct, after we have performed this duty of electing me as the Speaker of Parliament, I will have the singular honor and duty to also proceed to perform the other duties imposed by the standing orders of the House. That is, to swear in the members elect and proceed to supervise the election of 2 deputy speakers of the House. Once again, I am very grateful for this great honor. I thank you so much. Honorable members, we now proceed to item 6 on the order paper. Taking of oaths.
Sisiya say the Speaker of Parliament, the Speaker of the 9th Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, and Sisiya one kase yaso in na ordin acceptance speech, and so Abba ya ekyerese sabri wajijumedie no ato ne ho so obeye na waye aye ne yie enti Nyankopon enyina na chi Sisiya ni aka ene se members elect ya ewo parliament ho ena yes wo in na afi wo nso ababe the honorable members as we all call them na afi omo represent all their constituencies, so be represent the constituencies na waye adwuma ede aboa for the betterment of the country na ene anodom bre o kanipa ba ko a wa help minority na ko help majority na ka ho wo kono oba ya wo parliament there e bia de mu hunu TV no so kra de isa ya wo parliament ano anodom bre number bia wo timba ship press ha nyina ka ho the what use the juba pa ya agro so if for the wojuma
no yeah
you on trust you speak right after obi akase bi obesorry
sabe pepe oye juma ayasa na amama fe onabo mutaka
okay
you no excellent
fantastic way
so we say ship no I say oye obi a owo de o de frɛ wo crofo na on beba
okay
o kan won betie ye workout on be diso o ye bibi o ship afro say we jai na wo ba
who's now to there omo to me pa
oh yeah omo to me say one na eboa amrasebedwa fo no anode ma wo leaders ne da bia say obe kasa obe ya de na obu kokosho wachi na hu say wachi edu a ma wakokudro ma de wo ye no ye na say otwetwe ho ofro no ma MPP ya problem bi wo 8 parliament.
ɛno nti sɛdeɛ ɛdi ka de to dwa no ara no yɛhwɛ after nti sɛ speaker ba bɛsoɛ in
aha
na deɛ na ɔmo kyɛ wɔn no ana ɔmo kyɛ members no ɛna ɔmo bɛgyina so de I Kwame Tanko do solemnly in the name of the Almighty God swear Parliament now no
n'anim no Bira Tanko
yeah
kuma so ade ba ko pa mehwɛ ne sɛ yɛbɛsesa sɛ brɔfo kasa yɛde som wɔ yɛfie ha no yɛbɛsesa no
na kabia yɛbe na no problem ɛwɔ ne sɛ ɛne ɛmo obi akwa no obi ameka ne kasa na
saa na yɛ sɛ ne yɛkɔ wiase nyinaa yɛwɔ efidie translate no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛnya bi wɔn yɛse aha ɛyɛ house of debate a parliament oba abɛkasa yɛde ɔman no ade hiadeɛ bɛto bama so ɛwɔ fidua yi mu ɔbɛbɔbɔ ho na adeɛ no da bama no so obi ɔbɛka
na nso profi wɔ twɛn
ejo ya so yɛ adwuma no committee level ɔboa atwe ma akwanya obi kasa adeɛ da hɔ no ka ɔno so nya nadwe na ka eti da bia empeso asofoɔ nsia na emu a yɛde wɔn bɛ fie ha no ɔmu dodoɔ na no ɛba bɛyɛ sɛ yɛse ba bɛpre impromptu developmental agent no ɛso ɛyɛ representation they are not delegate deɛ yɛsoma wo kɔ akeka sei na mmom representation deɛ sɛ MP a yɛato ababa wo no yɛto ma obi a na dwemu dɔ na yɛnim sɛ ɛmpɛsoɔ yi so sɛ yɛde biribi ɛkɔto bama so wɔ fikasie no mu a ɔbɛtumi aka yɛadwene enti wo nka sɛ ɔwɔ asɛm a aba yi moma menkɔ mempɛsoa so na menkɔtie wɔn adwenkyerɛ a wɔwɔ wɔ ho dabi ɛnyɛ delegate system ɛyɛ representation ɛne ti sɛ wosi yɛanan mu a yɛnim sɛ yɛwura Tanko dwumadi a ɛkɔ so wɔ Accra ha sɛ ɛyɛ inauguration ne adeɛ no nyinaa no ɔkɔ a ɔbɛtumi akasa ma lɔɔsen ahwɛfoɔ ne atiefoɔ komatɔ wɔ yam na ɔka sɛ menkɔ na menkɔgye yɛtiefoɔ adwene na memfa makyerɛ bi dabi ɛnso n'adwene ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ no kasa nti borɔfo ka nti na wamene amadodoɔ no ayɛ yɛyɛ nipa kakra bi gyi tan w'ani ase na wɔn akwan wɔn wie a na wɔn nyinaa afoa so yɛyɛ ɛne ti yɛhwɛ kwan sɛ efie no kɔ ne mu no sɛ yɛnya 9 parliament ebedu 10 na ɛkɔ 12 mu wɔ no ebedu na mo so mo na mo aba mu no mo ba mu na yɛtimi ano kawo na Ghana yɛ ni secret o awo wo ni no sɛ ba airwaves ne we say na spectrum na ɔno no wɔyɛ also kasa also de ka wosɛm nyinaa so ka no kasa wɔte na wɔbɛde no wɔtumi aman a ade wɔn ho wɔtumi ayɛ nneɛma kɛseɛ ama great it no on da ka wɔn kasa China ushia Germany ni ushia no or graduate or to go for akapa so ka to say or to go for ka German
wow and the area ni mo say ba dia wo sisi idea speaker beswe in MPs no na chese wi na what it means is that say Brenner so and the moment come back ni nkonko tie speaker why ready are also MPs no in have been taken from there we are everybody are wrapping up na ye dia mamo na fe enche bia some few hours obetenka e dey free Black Star Square Independence Square na ye dey ready no so fi wono obra president ene na be dey achi eso in yen come back ni entie.
Apart from my spouse Madam Alice Ajua Yunus, we also have His Excellency Adama Bitogu, Président Assemblée Nationale de Côte d'Ivoire. As you know, he's a very dear friend and brother of mine. You are most welcome. We also have the Right Honorable Nabekun, Speaker of the Liberian House of Representatives. we have His Excellency Fortune Zifamia Cherubira, Speaker of the Pan-African Parliament. We have Honorable Ajaratu Traore Coulibaly, Second Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. We have the Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia. He is ably supported by the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress in the person of Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kweti. We have the Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Information, Broadcasting, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism Committee, and also the Vice Chairman of the Maritime Committee in the person of Senate Abraham Darius Dillon. I'm sure you can see the galaxy of our kings, our queens, our queen mothers in the public gallery. And I see your lovely, the term I use here is spouses of members of parliament. And those who actually lead us spiritually. We have a lot of religious leaders with us. So those of you who go quoting the holy books, whether the Holy Quran or the Holy Bible, please kindly take note and don't mislead when you are quoting. We have a number of the members of the diplomatic corps with us. On your behalf, I warmly welcome all of you. Now I can see that all members are present. Honorable members, members-elect actually, in accordance with Article 100 of the 1992 Constitution and Order 13.1 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, I shall proceed to administer the oaths to you, members-elect, and you may swear on the Bible, the crucifix, or the Holy Quran. Alternatively, a member-elect may make and subscribe to a solemn affirmation. May I now kindly request members-elect to rise in their seats. I intend to commence with the oath of allegiance. Honorable members elect, you shall repeat after me. I do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. We shall now proceed to the oath of a member of Parliament. And once again, you repeat after me. I, having been elected a member of Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana as by law established, that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. Honorable members, you may now resume your seats.
Professor Yadu Ewaha, Yashem was a Lawson, Yanimwa, Lawson TV, Lawson FM, Yanimwa, and it's a Bama Shabby the Fee, Ekuta Hudi, and woman about the air. Say, Kotia, now Pashaya. Sir, Yakase, I just said, MP elect the Fiho to say, Mashimi Jafoni in Nara, on one electoral commission. And you won't be a bar for her. I'm on soon now. One do what you get. Almost shy. I'm only I
Honorable members, you may now resume your seats.
Sign one sign you knew on my nose and after Parliament.
Resume your seats.
And it's Speaker FS won't trust it now. And so acquire energy some we ever no sharing near no chiano no nimia a two now on what church our home. Nina said, a failure will be a kuma attorney
members. Resume your seats.
In film Naya, it didn't immediate. Then Persuaso say, O Jim Amano, Ficassim, a hadie, a year or no, and they were shy. so your bar, so your bear man, and then the second to me say a massive beginner, or your honorable member for a particular constituency, or no, a better or no, and it's Usha, and then our Fadiano, and this from Lugana, I fufu. When we pay and we pay, you know, abe more we onyame boshe no abe more we. As I said, so we share Nkonya NDC Agia on what you we were A+. Watna NDC afam. I was on the natural bench pa. As I saw the first time.
Honorable members.
Actually pa. We should be a bonnet there.
Before I congratulate
Speaker, I did two questions
on the assumption of office as members of parliament. It is important I remind you of the crucial role of political leadership in development. Honorable members, it is very important for you to keep uppermost in your mind the crucial role of political leadership in the process of national development. Society develops or fails to develop depending on the extent to which its political leadership is intelligent, creative, skillful, committed, and has the capacity to enlist support, induce loyalty, and to inspire confidence. Today, we are now the political leaders of Ghana. And this onerous responsibility rests with us. I know together we can do it. We have no alternative than to coalesce together to develop Ghana. With this, I thank you for your patience and attention. I will, on behalf of your constituents, the good people of Ghana, and our beloved Mother Ghana, congratulate you all for this achievement. I'm aware of what you went through before you got elected to this house. And I trust that you will not abuse the trust and confidence of the people. With this, honorable members, you are all to sign the oaths and submit the signed copies to the marshal. Please, you can do that now or later. Honorable members, happily, your new standing orders is in print, and you'll be giving copies soon. May I
now have the guidance of the leadership of the House whether there's any more item for us to take, or we should call it a ninth.
Well, and it is here to join us. Your new speaker for the 9th Parliament, and as usual, said your tears, your members of Parliament for the 9th Parliament. And in the Prince, Prince is a member Pia Bontain, and the iron there, not just say no, and one is that is say Parliament here set the account some few hours from now. You be called the Independence Square. Now you kunya your man penny abediache, and also it will be ushered in by the Chief Justice Anamiboa.
Parliament Jumediano on we on what me extra na on essence sign a dear won't say no no be just so their gazette one. Let's just say speaker ebeye amamani na was suspended sitting yen channel so on agenda house dem oba suspended sitting senior one besan akwatra so ene anopa ewo eye Independence Square ho won kwatra se a na yen channel so won kɔ ho a eye dwobo bi na won kɔ bra hye bi be a parliament betra se speaker betra se a parliament to me eye base base no ahoy Parliament House assign do ni paper banti na ye de ekoho nti ho no what trust ya on what trust say emrase bi gafie mu na on what trust ejuma na on akotro so afi ho enti mira senate se ade ahade no be na koka ye kase mu ho
not just say idiot said na speaker we can call it a morning speaker can a night but we can call it a morning obra na ye di dwumade ni nyina ebesi na ya share in just some few hours yedi ani ache nanka me hwese nipa e free parliament no kabira menya binom na me ne omo adi nkomo kaka
for constitutional legal and parliamentary affairs committee
ebrewum
ebrewum na
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Anhiafo come from Akitijive,
yes,
in the Akati South municipality.
And it's what the car ho. Yeah, you watch him and you show say yeah, can say majority ship no on also assembly to Ghana to February of 1973 and native justice
so he's over 52 years today.
Now on what speaker
Mr. Speaker,
no what me if kwenya be say won hu be Harry and now on what na on was saying about if you say second I want to be confused.
Okay, so time
and then time previous parliament yes parliament the constituency of free only relative be
yes
it's oba say now or China could say and no to proper Independence Square na won wie what dey bia afia sana ya hwese hotel and ase be a parliament atama won no and say na very interesting won wie say ya won say parliament ase ya na no ebutuma twa ya ne uchu ni twa so ye ho kokosa but say there won say obi ka say ebibi no ayekese see every say no arrangement we go to arrangement ya de no amafo aye dada eti we sure say omududu na no ebi obekofie na obesan aba ba wo hwese bi bi so afa won ho ene won agusua ene won ire ne won kunu ne won ma wa ha the gidi say traffic near this munti no omududu na no betwen wa around na ne mutiti a won move wa ho no wi ansa na won akofie.
Okay, and I think said parliament is just yet here no change speaker if I think when you part there do no it is difficult to get them. I think I feel like do no APA Aha, it is a card. Do PDA, then probably can it be a
motion has been moved and seconded.
To me, and yes, I come in any Komoka na kaya said see it here, but we are still around here. Say between you nanka anyone with me in Komoka. As it stands right now, I think it's been a successful program, and I'm a
yɛtie for the adɔfoɔ ɛne ɛbɛdi yie sɛ yɛanyɛ biribiara akam ama wɔn bɔhyɛ yɛhyɛ wɔn sɛ paneɛ kora tɔ fam wɔ mmarahyɛbadwafie ha ɛfa mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ a yɛasue wɔn in afɔme 9th parliament na yɛfiri wɔn so a his excellency the president elect nso no ɔno nso yɛhyɛ no ama ɔno nso abɛyɛ president ana ɔmampanin a ebi ka no. Okay. Okay,
you fancy her na enche yenko dan ho ne mra in just some few hours you know be share our Independence Square na yaso pampani ntijo me da say
ra me so da se pa ni kwanya odemame.
Okay, on behalf of my very good self and the entire team Apawa in Koko Abrampa, Franco, and the technical team are Yeni Omo and so, and I'm Kingsley, and Afe Sami, your driver, Yenino Eba, and the entire team Nina, that Munina say, just some few hours. I think it's about saying by this time, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not just more in just about 4 or 5 hours. Na yewo the Independence Square nti ye na enso nti yewo ha edemamo ye na munyina se koso amafidie no na Losin FM Losin TV
mira answer na obakono o de wo outside me mo inside America says to say the election of second and first deputy speaker and so I dey say
ekoso
ye de yera ahiavo ababe is the first deputy speaker yera Bernard ahiavo owura yi enye me wanwa se oye manini a wakwadare na ono be si eye yewurado ajaho anan yewurado ajaho anan ono ono be si nanan tama ye leti yewurado ajaho e man be ye speaker no na owura yi so aba mu as
honorable members
ema ono
may we now proceed to the election of the second Deputy Speaker. Any nomination? Yes.
Speaker, I rise with respect to nominate Speaker, I rise to nominate the Honorable Andrew Esiama Amuako for the position of the second Deputy Speaker. Speaker, the Honorable Amuako Esiama is a respected surveyor, a lawyer, an educationist, and to top it up, a politician. In environmental law, degree in conflict, peace and security. He also holds a bachelor's degree in land economy and law. Speaker, the Honorable Esiama is proudly married with 5 children. All of us, most of us in this chamber can testify that in the 8th Parliament, the Honorable Esiama has played the role of deputizing you on many occasions, especially occasions where the House has come to some form of tension. He has dispensed his job and himself creditably. Speaker, let me also say that I have in my hands a letter of consent of the nominee. And so I shall rely on this, and without adding more, I so move. Speaker, I'm grateful.
Honorable members, any seconder?
Speaker, having regard to Article 96(1)(b) of the 1992 Constitution, noting the election of the first Deputy Speaker from the NDC party, I beg to second the motion. Thank you.
There being no other nomination, I proceed to declare Honorable Asiema Andrew Amwako, Member of Parliament for Formina constituency, duly elected as the second Deputy Speaker of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Honorable members, this is the first sitting of the first meeting of the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. So I understand, but let it be known that it's unparliamentary to clap in plenary sessions of this House. You don't clap. You say, yeah, yeah. You have to control your emotions. It's a learning process, and so it's important I draw your attention. Let me now happily bring to your attention that the people who made me possible to get to these heights have come in their numbers from the beautiful constituency, the Nadolu Kaleo constituency in the Upper West region. And so I have a number of my hard-working constituents at the public gallery. I think it's important you thank them on my behalf for what they've done for all these years. I'm extremely grateful to all of them. Now, with your kind indulgence, I will proceed to suspend the sitting of the House to 10 in the forenoon, where we shall all reconvene